Happy day. Hope everybody's doing well. It is Sunday. It is the day before Monday when we get the privilege of getting on the phone and handling our clients' needs. But I want to talk to you today about how little things can turn into really big things. And stay tuned. At the end of the video, I'm going to give something to you that I think will help you. We're going to talk about it. But first, let's talk about when you first start, okay? And you're like, wow, I made $1,846 this week. It was a tough week, okay? And this happens, doesn't it? You get into the business and you're like, oh man, I only made $1,846. You realize that if you made $846 every single week, that would be $8,000 a month you would have earned, or $96,000 a year. You're basically a nurse, okay? You're somebody with a crazy degree that went to school a long time to become that successful. Don't estimate what you're doing here. Sometimes we lose vision, we lose track, okay, of what's really happening, and we lose our excitement. And when you lose your excitement for who you serve and what you're truly accomplishing, it can have negative and diminishing effects on your career. I hope this helps you in some ways, but let's get going. Let's say you just did $2,307 on average every week. That's $10,000 a month of income. $10,000. You're like, oh, it's only $2,300 this week. Such a lousy week. Oh, it was so tough. Okay? And I get it. You're hard on yourself. I appreciate that. But when you're making $10,000 a month, that's $120,000 a year. You're approaching some high-level, very educated, okay, folks that do some jobs that are pretty darn tough, okay? At $120,000 a year, you're now, okay, as a final expense life insurance agent, you're approaching, okay, police chief salaries. You're approaching doctors, okay, lawyers, attorneys, all right? The chief dog catcher, you're way past them. All right, $120,000 a year, you're doing well. Let's say you're at $3,461 a week. That's $15,000 a month, all right? You're now on pace for a $180,000 year. You guys, it starts small, but when you keep consistent and you keep doing the same thing every week, it makes a big difference, because little things become big things when you keep your eye on the prize, when you keep your course straight, okay? When you make $4,615 in a given week, you're on chart, okay? You're on course for a $20,000 month, a $240,000 year. That's a pretty good income. But some people shortchange themselves. Oh, it's just a $4,600 week. Oh, it was tough. That's great. People, the men and women in my agency, JasonFinalExpense.com, we work hard. We've got high expectations for ourselves. But let me tell you, there's agents that are doing $7,000 in a week, okay? Doing final expense by phone. It's phenomenal. We're going to keep working the numbers, and we're going to get to the numbers of what folks earn when they do that consistently. An agent that does $5,769 a week. Okay, that's a good week. Really is, okay? Some of my agents are doing way more than that. But $5,769 in a week means you did $25,000 in a given month. If you do that every month for just 12 months straight, you're at $300,000 of income. That's phenomenal. This is what you can really earn when you have consistency of purpose, consistency of mindset, work set, and skill set, and are using proven power scripts. If you're using, okay, the telephone as your career and you're serving great people. But let's say, okay, you're a high producer. You're like, man, I can do $6,000 in my sleep. This is what you can accomplish. If you have a $6,923 week, and you do that consistently for just a period, okay, of 12 months. I don't even have enough fingers on my hands, okay, to do that. You're at $30,000 a month of income on average, okay? Just 30 grand, but when you reduce it down to what it really is, it's $6,900, okay? If you work really hard, you can absolutely do that all day long in the telespace. I've got agents that are only in their second week okay, that are doing this very thing. They're actually surpassing this number that I'm telling you right now. And that means you're $30,000 a month on average, which means you're at a $360,000 a year of income. That's pretty phenomenal, okay? The ability to take care of sweet people by executing on what they desire and serving them well. The byproduct of you being good is that you make a good income for your family. That's number two. That's a great byproduct. But little things, little numbers, okay? Don't feel negative about yourself because, oh, man, I just had an $1,800 week. This was miserable, okay? I get it. It's a lot of work, but sometimes we lose perspective. Those little things that you do every day to be consistent, okay? This is a long play. This isn't just like some get-rich-quick scheme, okay? Insurance is not that way. Granted, you'll make a great income for your family if you treat your client right and do the ethical, proper thing, but these little things will reach out into big things. You're learning to scale. You're learning to scale your business, get better, get more efficient at what you do and how you do it. Okay, make sure you're using the right methods, getting the right training, the right mentorship so that you can truly succeed. Because when you're making $1,800, $1,846 in a week, okay, if you do that for just 52 weeks out of the year, okay, just 12 months at $8,000 a month, you're a $96,000 a year agent. You're almost six figures, you guys. $2,300 on average, $2,307 a week. Means you're at $120,000 a year. You're six figures. That's pretty impressive. Work hard, but understand that these little things can become big things in your career and change your life, okay? If you're working some W-2, getting told when to come and when to go, okay, you're going to have a different feel, okay, for where you're at right now, and you don't understand what the insurance industry, the final expense insurance industry, can do for you and your families. To leave the W-2 at $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year, it's not that hard, okay, to make great income if you are extremely dedicated, you work hard, you're diligent, all right? You can't give up, okay? You got to have a good hustle muscle in you. You've got to have a good heart, okay? You got to have hustle, you got to have heart. You got to have heart to serve. You got to make sure you're doing the right things and you're loving on your clients, taking care of them with the best products on the market. But just understand what you're doing. And if you work hard and you apply good skill set, if you're in the telespace like what I do for Final Expense Insurance and you're using proven power scripts and you're just consistent and reliable and you're loving on people and taking care of them every day, you will make good income if you're doing the work. Okay, you will. But little things become small things. Even at $3,461, that's $180,000 a year. That's phenomenal. Most people, if they made $180,000 a year, they would lose their mind, okay? But it's not that hard to do when you're making $3,400, $3,461 a week. That's not that big of a nut to crack. It's just not. So understand that you should never lose perspective. When you have a week and maybe it's not as huge as you thought, maybe in your mind you wanted some $10,000, $12,000, $40,000 week. And don't get me wrong, $10,000 plus weeks happen. They happen pretty consistently when you skill up, okay? They really do. But I'm just telling you, don't lose perspective. Don't go dogging on yourself because you had a $2,300 week, okay? Or had some $4,600 week or a $5,700 week, and you're like, ugh, man, $5,700 this week. Wow, I'm kind of down on myself. That's only a $300,000 a year, you guys. $300,000. That's good income, okay? One of my agents is only 2 weeks into the telesale space, accomplished way beyond that, okay? If he keeps doing what he's doing right now, he'll be well over $360,000 a year by what he's doing on his own pen right now. Okay? Lots of hustle. So proud of him. Got quite a few agents that are getting this done in a big way, and they're just stepping into the telespace. They're just exploding. And they're just going to get better and better and better because they're applying what they know. They're applying power scripts that are proven. They're applying work ethic. They're working and building their business for their own families. They're building their careers, and they're successful because they chose to be. All right. If you need help, reach out, like, subscribe, share. I've also got a Social Security calendar. This is something that schedules all the benefit payments so that when you guys are doing true Social Security billing, I hope you guys are doing that, okay? I've got quite a few companies that I partner with, in my agency, all right, jasonfinalexpense.com. And it's so smart to utilize true Social Security billing so that when the client, all right, gets their check, okay, one time a month, then the premium gets drafted out on a specific day of the month. If it's the third Wednesday of the month, the second Wednesday of the month, the first, the third, whatever that looks like, this resource I'll send to you. Reach out, jasonfinalexpense.com. I'll PDF this to you. It's phenomenal. It'll allow you to have it up at your office so that you know that if Mrs. Johnson is born of a certain time, you're like, oh, she's paid this Wednesday of the month. Or if this happens, then, oh, she's paid on the first. Or if this happens, oh, she's paid on the third. So it'll be a resource that I hope will bring you value regardless. I hope you're serving great people. Take good care of your families. We've still got time. It is Sunday. Relax, you guys. Be ready, but relax because we all get to serve some amazing people on Monday. The 8 o'clock bell is going to ring. I hope you're ready. I hope you're prepared to bring value to your consumer and income as a byproduct to your families. Have a great one, you guys. I hope this helps. Have a great rest of your day. Monday's going to be upon us. We'll see you guys soon.